Hello, hello. I want to say happy Friday, everybody, but it's Saturday. So I'm a day late, but I'm here because I have stuff to share. So if you're catching this video on a Saturday, happy Friday anyway, and welcome to Friday Sews, a day late, belated. I'm Stephanie. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my sewing room, and let's dig into the goods. I do have some sewing to share. I have a costume reveal for Halloween. I talked about it in maybe 2 different weeks, and it turned out it fit her. She was delighted and very happy. And so without further ado, let me just show you the costume and then her wearing it.
I love this dress so much and I love this so much.
Let's see a twirl. Ooh. So what do you like about it?
I like how flowy it is.
You like how flowy it is? Anything else?
I like how you added everything I wanted.
Like what?
Like all of it.
Even your little see-through sleeves.
Even the puffy thing.
The puffy thing.
The ruffle on the bottom.
The ruffle on the bottom. All requests from Juliet. Well, I love it too.
Here.
Looks good.
Oh, it was precious. And Mama made a big braid, as you can see in the picture. I put flowers in it. Oh my gosh, the braid got more attention than the dress, let me just tell you, because she took a wig apart and turned it into that braid. I don't know how she did it. Mama is amazing. So, trick-or-treating was so fun. And I loved that she had her beautiful dress. So I had started with, let me just explain the dress. I had started with the idea of a dress, not a skirt and a top or a princessy dress, because she's getting older. She's 10 and she doesn't need a little toddler-sized dress. She needs a beautiful flowy dress that looks just like the cartoon. And in the cartoon, the girl runs and leaps and that dress just flows. So I got a purple stretch knit from Joann and I made a tank dress. Basically, I grabbed one of her dresses, laid it on some paper, and I drew out what I thought that dress should be, and it turned out. And then I did a neck binding and an arm binding, and I was done. And then she's like, Grammy, it had some lacy trim on the bottom. And I'm like, you don't want that. It'll take away your flow. She gets what she wants. I looked at that and I'm like, oh, just do it the way she wants it. And she loved that that little tiny trim was on the bottom of that dress. And then onto the jacket, top slash. I kept procrastinating. I thought I was never going to do this costume because I didn't know what I wanted for that. I looked at other dresses that people had made on Pinterest, mostly adults. And based on what I was seeing, I feel like the puff sleeves was the key. And it needed to crisscross right here. Other than that, it was pretty much whatever, right? Because it's hard to tell. Oh, and there were these sheer sleeves. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm basically making 2 costumes in one. 1 is the costume, and 2, it can't be itchy at all. She hates itchy. So I found some trim to go around her neck. Super soft, very soft. So that was fine. But then I did the armholes. I did, I serged them as a finish. So that was done. But then the only thing I could find that was that, just, what is the sheer fabric? Shoot. Netting of some sort. I forgot what it's called. Very Halloween-y. And then I ended up in the dressy fabrics of Joann, and I found this sheer fabric that was very soft. But I felt like it was delicate, and I told her, it's probably going to rip. She wore it to school in the morning. It was co-op. They are homeschooled. And she had ripped the elbows. And I said, do you want me to try and fix that? And she goes, no, Grammy, I like it ripped. You couldn't tell. I'm like, why? And she goes, oh. So she like wanted it to rip because it was so tight on her elbows. Isn't that cute? So she was comfy. So I did the little sheer sleeves. She wasn't expecting that. Very, very surprised. And then I just didn't close the top. I sewed some loops and then I crisscrossed some ribbon. And I used a pattern for this top because I just couldn't figure it out on my own and self-draft something. So what I did was I got this cute little dress. I'll put it up here. It's called the Daphne dress, and it's basically a princess costume, and it's by Wild Seed Patterns on Etsy, and I got it for the sleeve. Now it has a heart cut out in the back. I didn't do that. Basically all I really took from it was the sleeve and the shape of the bodice in the back, because I ended up making my back closed, and I opened my bodice and made it a little bit short so that I would have that space. I almost didn't have enough space right here, but it worked out. I never know, is this the last one? You know, because she probably would want something more that her and Mama can concoct very teenager-y next year. So I never know if this is the last one. Last year I made my grandson's. I'm going to put a picture of this because I love it so much, but he was a Native American Indian. How cute is that? Fringe everywhere, and I loved making that costume for him. He was so happy. He won an award. Oh, Sis wanted to win that award so bad at our little Main Street does a parade, and they do awards for each grade, and her bestie won it. She was Audrey Hepburn from Breakfast at Tiffany's, and she was adorable. So you can't be sad about it because, you know, you can't win everything. It's just, she moved right along. Trick-or-treating was amazing. We had such a fun time. So it's over. And now it's back to me again. Me, 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 me. I'm gonna sew for me. So just to recap, people who may not be following my channel, I'm on a journey to kind of switch my wardrobe over from polyester to natural fibers as much as possible. You know, it's not an easy shift, okay? So I kind of want in my mind two things that are just kind of in my mind right now. One is I want to do like a marathon of some basics like leggings, pants, t-shirts, just things that I could just fill my closet with when I go to grab something to wear, that I know that it's natural fibers, because I'm really enjoying that feeling. And the other is I really want a cool sweatshirt jacket, because that's what kind of clothes I wear the most. And I have one that's ready to wear that I bought, and actually kind of was one of the first things that kind of started me on this journey, because it's so soft and it's so pretty. It's made of bamboo, and I'm like, I want bamboo. That is a ready-to-wear jacket that I wear almost too much, and I need another one. And so I want something that's super casual but super cute. I'm thinking this one. It's butterick, and it just looks so casual and so cute, and I wish I could find this fabric. They always get me with the fabric. She looks so good in this. It looks like it would go with everything. It's kind of a gray with flowers. Dark. So I've done a natural fiber fabric haul if you want to see it, and I've already used 2 of my prints, and I have one left, and it's pink, and I don't know what I was thinking. I can't figure out when and where I want to wear pink. What was I thinking? There was a blue in that same design. I might just get that. I'm thinking the best way to wear that pink is a t-shirt, but I already have a pink t-shirt from another modal fabric. So I don't know. I might make a hoodie hugs. Have you seen my hoodie hug? It's my own pattern. All my hoodie hugs that I've ever made, and I've got a lot of them, trial and error, right? I've got a lot of them, are all polyester. So I might want to make some replacements on that. But this is what I'm looking at for fun, and then maybe a marathon of some of my basics. This is, oh my gosh, where'd all these strings come from? Goodness. All right, what am I wearing? This is McCall's short version, view C, without the lapel. And that is McCall's 7476. Great little jacket. The t-shirt I'm wearing is Butterick 6848, and it is the V-neck version. So that would be view B. And then the pants I'm wearing, which you can't see, are 6762 New Look Easy. Just thought I would tell you. And I have videos on all of those, I think. Or at least just sharing that I made them. I don't have a lot of sew along videos. It's an intention of mine, but it always gets put to the back burner. More procrastinating. I'm really good at that. Like one of my best talents, honestly. So that's kind of what I've been up to. Halloween was so fun. We do the same thing every year. We go to our main street. Let me just show you our main street. Isn't it a cute little town? It's a gold rush town. If you don't know, I'm in California and I live in the gold rush area where the gold rush was in the mid 1850s. It was 1849 is when it started. A lot of things around here are called 49 because that was when it started. And it's such a cute town. And so they block it off and they have a big Halloween costume contest. They have a parade. They end at the Civic Center with hot dogs. Then you can trick or treat. Each store has candy. Super cute. And then we go to a neighborhood that welcomes outsiders because none of us live in a neighborhood. We're all rural. So there's no neighborhood around my house. There's no neighborhood around my daughter's house. So we go to this neighborhood and they're just so welcoming to people. They make it so fun. I mean, people have fire pits in their driveways and they're just sitting around welcoming people. Big decorations in their yard. It's just the kids love it. Love it. And then a family that lives in that area from our church had a little party and all the kids got to be there. And Sis, my granddaughter, got to actually hand out candy for the first time ever because we don't have neighborhoods to hand out candy. And oh my gosh, she could have stayed there all night just handing out candy. And she'd see a couple people she knew and she'd run out the door squealing about, hugging them. She could have done the candy handing out all night. That was super cute. Loved it. So that was my week, man. It was all about that costume. I want my life back. So it's a beautiful fall day. I just kind of almost want to walk around in it right now. I might do that when I hang up, when I stop this video, and just go out and walk around. And I love to share it because I live in the mountains and it's so pretty, and right now it's so gorgeous. Some of our leaves are changing. We have a lot of evergreen that don't change. We got a lot of pine trees that don't change, but our few that do just stand out. And so if you want to see more of that, come find me on Instagram and Facebook because I kind of post that every morning. I post my walk. I mean, if you're interested. I like to share it. I wish you could all come with me. It would be fun. I didn't make myself a list of things to talk about. I was so interested in getting this video done. Yes, my hair is straight. Were you wondering? So I got my hair done yesterday. That was one of the reasons I procrastinated on my Friday video because I was getting my hair done on Friday. And who wants to do a video on Thursday when your hair is the worst, right? Because Friday's better. So it's in all its glory. And she just was loving it straight. She almost always curls it. And she's like, I said, you can leave it straight. I like it straight. I only like it straight when it's freshly colored. Otherwise, everything shows. Not that it matters. Come on, it doesn't matter. Although she kind of came across this color, I don't know, about 15 years ago, and I have it's been my color ever since. So there it is. That's why my hair is straight, because I didn't do it. I say all compliments to my hair go to Debbie. I tell her that all the time. So I guess for sewing, I'm searching for the perfect fabric for this. I want to do a little marathon sewing on some basics, pants and t-shirts to get in my closet with some of the stash that I've shown in my last fabric haul, and I want more fabric hauls. I want more stuff to sew. So I'm kind of looking, and I want to stay on the natural fibers journey. And so I'm trying to branch out from just bamboo. Bamboo was so soft and so lovely that's kind of what I got hooked on. But then I found the modal, and I'm wanting to look through the cottons and see, what's in there. So I've got my mind is whirling, and if you have any suggestions, I'm always open to that. But it's quite a journey. It's quite a journey. It's so funny because once you see it, it took me forever. It's like I kept getting hit with this, don't wear polyester. I get a video, I'd read an article, and I'd be like, no, I don't want to hear that. And then, if you don't know, here's what ended me on the polyesters. I did a burn test because I was trying to figure out which of my fabrics were polyester and which weren't. So I was doing the burn test. If you don't know what that is, you use a tin pan and some tweezers, and you use the lighter, burn a little tiny corner of the fabric and see what it does. If it burns kind of like paper and smells kind of like paper, then it's probably a natural. Now don't take this as like I'm an expert. I'm not. This is how I see it. But if it crinkles up and turns into plastic, I don't want that on me. The first time I did it, it kind of turned and landed on my hand, and it wouldn't come off. It was burning my hand. It wouldn't come off. And all I could think is, what if that was on my whole body? and I was near a fire, right? So that turned me. I'm like, okay, I get it. I don't want that. It's just like suddenly a switch was flipped and I don't want that. All I'm wearing is polyester right now. This is not an overnight change, but I'm on my way. I can just stop buying it. That's where I'm at. And so I kind of look at some of the other things in my house that are plastic, and I'd like to start not buying plastic anywhere I can. And that is so hard, you guys. So I found laundry detergent, the 7th generation, that has a cardboard container. I've been buying that. And I've been looking at baggies that are more biodegradable, so that's probably better, right? I bought some sandwich bags that were paper instead of plastic. I mean, I'm trying, but it is a long haul because everything is plastic. I walk into Walmart, I'm like, a sea of plastic. I don't know. I guess I really can't just suddenly fix that in my life, but I feel like the answer is consumption. If we stop consuming it, they'll stop making it. So I'm going to start consuming as much as I can afford. Like, I can't afford to do expensive things everywhere, and I'm buying more expensive fabric right now because of the stuff I was buying was so inexpensive. But if I can afford a little upgrade and get that over, like if it's double, I can't do that. But if that baggie is just a little bit more, or that, yeah, I'll do that. So I don't know if you wanted to hear that or not. It's not like I've got any solution for you. I really don't. I just feel like I want to stay on that journey and move forward, not make myself crazy. Okay, so there it is. That's what I've got. And I think I'd like to leave you with my greenhouse, but I think it's tall and not wide, and I don't know if that looks good on here, but if I can, I'll put that out there. And I want to take you out there right now and do a beautiful video, but some deer came and ate all my flowers. The ones that they say deer don't like, well, they liked them suddenly. For weeks they didn't care and they weren't eating them, and suddenly they just got so hungry they ate them anyway. I don't get it. So I guess I just fed the deers all my flowers, and next year I got to plant things that there were some they didn't eat. Even now they didn't eat. So those are the ones I want more of. That's that. There has to be more like that. My mission is nothing that they want, so they can just stay away. Rant. Sorry. So I hope you're having a beautiful fall day or spring wherever you are. I know we don't have the same seasons everywhere, but I'm enjoying fall. I'm loving the colors, and I'm wishing you a happy weekend, and see you next time. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for coming by, even on a day where I was a day late. Thank you so much. If you're still here, thank you. I'll see you in the comments. Bye now. Look at those colors. Aren't they pretty? So this is my road that I walk my dog on. Look at that tree. Isn't that pretty? See, these pine trees, they never change. But some of these oaks up there will still change. So pretty. Isn't that lovely? This is Buster's Walk. So this is just coming the other direction. I like to walk down here and back again, and oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Isn't that lovely? So that down there is the road. I just walked up next to that statue. And then this is all of our kind of yard. There's my house, my deck. You see a lot of that usually. My fountain we've discovered has a leak, so I've had to turn off the waterfall. Why was I on that other one? That just was terrible. All right, so the deer were in here. You saw that. Did I share that? I don't know if I shared it, but I will. Those deer. They were right in there, just. So the dog is tripping me. I have my fire stick. Basically, it's a shocker in case I get attacked by something. Probably just a neighbor dog, but it'll scare them. All right, look at this. The deer wreaked havoc. Just a week ago, there were flowers in here, and they were supposedly deer resistant, but not. See, they knocked all that over, but they didn't eat everything. So I'm gonna note what they didn't eat. So today I had some tulip bulbs arrive, and hubby's gonna clear a place to plant them down this hill towards my veggie garden down there? So in between here and there, we're gonna have a bunch of tulips for spring. Now, right in here, this little new garden that hubby just did, there were some flowers in there. The deer ate them. Also supposedly deer resistant. Not. So they came down here. I had a whole bunch of these little white flowers. They were here all summer and they never ate them, and now they're all chewed down. I know, I guess that just means they were hungry and I feel for them, but that doesn't mean I want to feed them. So next year, more deer resistant flowers. Right? Well, they didn't eat these, and they were right here. So more of those. There's lots of good stuff in here that they didn't eat. So there was your tour. Wasn't it pretty? Now you get to see Wildcat. Oh my goodness. I already can't wait for spring next year.